is in a constant evolution, as is the human body and its diseases. But science has potentially discovered a revolutionary way to cure sick tissues with stem cells.
The difference between normal cells and stem cells is that normal cells usually are in a differentiated state within the body, what means that they are specialized. They have a certain morphology, they have a specialized function. Stem cells are firstly capable of regeneration, I mean physiological regeneration. For example, in our skin, every day we have a renewal of cells. This is independent from lesion, from pathologies or sickness. Many tissues are able to do this. Other tissues are not able to do this. For example, our brain. Our brain is not capable of renew most of his neurons.
With their capacity for self-renewal, stem cells can differentiate in all types of tissue in the human body. So, are stem cells a way to cure illnesses?
And you know, the therapies with stem cells are really a lot. You can cure Parkinson's disease, heart attacks, diabetes, liver diseases, leukemias, lymphomas. So you can save really thousands of people if you get stem cells that can replace the cells who got ill inside the organs. So this is the medicine in the third millennium.
The application of stem cells as the medicine of the third millennium is still in this earlier stage. Researchers are still finding ways to improve its use in humans.
We need a lot of research, basic research, to understand basically the biology of our cells. The problem is that it is very difficult to go inside the organs and especially the central nervous system. It is very difficult to study the interaction among cells in the tissues. That's the problem.
We cannot know when that stem cells technique can be successfully applied in humans. The cure for sick tissues is theoretically possible, although there are some cells that don't have that capacity, the neurons of the brain.
The problem is that our body follows our long-lived life. This is the problem. And the problem within this problem is how our brain can follow this, because we know that our brain cannot renew most of the neurons. Of course, we must accept that we have limits, because our bodies follow biological rules, and in these biological rules there is also death. There is eldering and then death.
Since the beginning, science has been trying to fight death while improving our quality of life. While our body ages, diseases find ways to proliferate. In the long term, could stem cells be the hope of the future, or could the new discoveries in medicine trigger social problems?
We have to search for new knowledge. I think this is an evolutionary characteristics of humans. I think we need more information, and then we will decide after how to use this information. But for example, we know that we live longer, and we know that there are millions of Alzheimer's disease, so-called neurodegenerative diseases. So our societies, especially in the industrialized countries, in Europe and in America, we know that we will have more and more old people, and these old people will have a lot of such pathologies. And such pathologies will persist for several years. If you get the Alzheimer, you can stay 10 years, 15 years, and you don't know who you are, and you are not able to live alone. So this is also a social problem, this is a logistical problem, and this is also a medical problem. So this is a problem that was caused by the fact that we were better, and so we live better, and we are older. So we have to deal with such kind of problems. So as a scientist, I think that the only answer is to try to know more.
In a changing world, where people live longer, diseases develop and cause new problems for society. We cannot yet know the potential of science to find solutions for future problems.